Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're having a great day today. I'm enjoying myself crocheting up another Wooble style figure. And I thought I'd come on here and give you a review of this new yarn that I got from Micheal's. And just chat and talk and find out what's going on with you guys and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. I'm getting a little resistance on pulling. Let me see. I feel a little tug. Sometimes that happens in some of, you know, the best of the yarns. I don't know what's going on there. Well, it's a knot or something up in there. Well, I think I might have just pulled it. I felt it let loose. Yeah. Okay, and I pulled out probably more yarn than I need. So I ordered some of the Cuddle Craft Tube yarn from Micheal's. Now, my store here in Monroe, Louisiana, doesn't carry this in the store. You know how sometimes not all yarn is sent to all the Micheal's. Sometimes my store here will have it, and the store in Shreveport, which is where I go for doctor's appointments a lot, and so I'll go check out Micheal's over there. And sometimes they'll carry yarns in their store that my yarn doesn't carry, or vice versa. I checked, and this is not carried in my store or the Shreveport store. So I had to order it online, and it was, I got 30% off, and this is, I think, $6.99 a skein, and I did get 30% off. So I ordered that, and it came in, and I've been just waiting to use it. So on this particular project that I am working on, I used some Wooble yarn, and I'm going to show you that with a label on it, so you will know what I'm talking about here. This white, the label has been taken off because I've been using it, and I've actually been using it from each end, from the inside pull, and I had a project on it, but I needed to use white for something else, so I used the outside pull too. So I had two projects on this one at one time, and so now I don't have any projects on it. But it is the Easy Peasy yarn by Woobles, and the name of this red one is called Let's Catch Up Soon. That is too funny. That's too funny. I love the names of some yarns. You know, what they come up with. Some companies just have a lot of fun with it. Some companies just say, it's yellow, it's red, but let's catch up soon. That's funny. Okay, so I have been using this to make lots of these little Woobles, but I also did get some from Amazon, some cheaper. I'm looking for a piece. I'm looking for one that has a label on it. I can't find a full one, but here's one. Here's one. So I also did get some yarns from Amazon. So these little critters and things that I have made here, some were made with the Yarn for Beginners Easy Crochet yarn from Amazon, and I will leave a link for this yarn down below on Amazon. Some have been made from the Easy Peasy yarn by Woobles, and so just here recently, maybe about a week or two ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago now, Micheal's came out with this Cuddle Craft tube. So this is a tube yarn. You know, that's what the Woobles are using in their little kits. And I do have a kit here that I haven't worked up yet. I worked up, it was a twin set, and so I worked up the Kiki, and I have the Lala that I will be working up. She looks like, I think this is her brother from what everyone has told me. This is the boy, and this is the girl. And so, you can get these little kits and everything that you need, from a crochet hook, the yarn, the eyes, a needle for sewing your pieces together. All that stuff is inside here. So I have gotten a couple of these kits. I got one to begin with. I just bought one to review on my channel. So I was at Walmart and I bought Felix here, a kit of Felix, to just review on my channel because I thought that'd make a good video. It's marketed towards beginners, people who want to learn to crochet. And it teaches you to crochet. The kits lead you to a downloadable pattern. So you get a pattern. You have to go on the internet to get the pattern, though. I don't want to mislead anyone and make them think the pattern is in this package. In this package, you have a code, and you go to the website, you put the code in, and your pattern comes up. But not only the pattern, you get a whole bunch of videos. Okay, but this video is really not about a review of the Wooble kit. It's more about the yarn. Okay, so I made the little kit, but you know, because I was reviewing it for my channel. But what really surprised me was the yarn. Okay, so this yarn is marketed for beginners. So I'm going to tell you about a tube style yarn, and this one from Micheal's goes right along with this. Okay, so in a tube style yarn, you get these really defined stitches. I'm going to go in a little closer because I really want you to see what I'm talking about. I don't think I can go in any closer than that without like freaking you out. But you get these really defined stitches, and so when you start the next row, there's no question about where to stick your hook. You can clearly see that. You know, when you crochet with a 4-weight worsted yarn, sometimes you just got to know where to stick your yarn. Sometimes you really, you know, the stitches are so tiny there, you really, you know, can't see them that well. For a new crocheter who doesn't really understand what they're doing, they don't even know where they're supposed to be sticking their hook. They can't really like vision what's this supposed to look like. This yarn is really great for them because it defines the stitches and you can see it very clearly. Oh yeah, stick my hook through here, pull up the yarn, pull my yarn through. You know, you can really easily see that. Okay, so I do have some vision issues, and so that was pleasantly surprising for me that I could see the yarn. Now, I still did have trouble with black yarn, okay? But I am going to be using some black yarn on this if I can pull it off. But, saying that to say that, you know, that was the purpose of this yarn, that it's supposed to be really easy for beginners. But it's also great for people who have vision issues, and you might just not be able to see that well, you know, or sometimes your eyes are just blurry. My eyes are always blurry, but some days they're worse than others. Some days it's like, oh, I can't hardly see anything today. And then some days they go back to the normal blurriness that I'm used to, right? Okay, so, and I do go to the eye doctor frequently because some certain medications I take do mess with your eyes. And so that's a lot of my issues. And so anyway, I was surprised about that. But another thing about me, since I have lost so many fingers, and especially since I lost this finger this past year, I had a really hard time crocheting after that. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to crochet any longer. And so after my hand healed really good, I was trying to crochet. It was very frustrating because my 4-weight yarn kept splitting on me. Oh, it was just so aggravating. And every time I'd make a stitch, I would have to pretty much pull it out, redo it, because this yarn, as you can see here, is fibers twisted up, and sometimes your hook goes right through those fibers and you split your yarn splits, and then your project is going to, not be right, especially if you only pulled one strand of this through. And so I would be crocheting, and this is actually what was going on with me. Like, I would just do a stitch. I'm gonna do a couple here to get away from that stitch marker. Okay, so I would do a stitch, pull it through, and find out my yarn split, and I only got a little bit of that yarn on there. So I'd have to take it off and redo it, and find out, oh, it split again. Let me take it off. Let me redo it. Oh, look at that. It split again. So what should have been one stitch is going to turn into like 4 stitches, And then I would do it again, and I'd just be like, okay, let me do this real slow, making sure I'm not splitting any yarn. Okay, so you get the idea. For every one stitch I was doing 2 to 4 or so stitches for that one stitch. So I was like double, triple crocheting, right? And you know how frustrating that is? Like, if this round is 32 stitches, I might have been doing 60 or 90 stitches just to get this round done. Okay, that is frustrating by all means. So frustrating that I was just like, I just can't crochet anymore. I mean, it's pointless to sit there and do 90 stitches or more when I only needed to do 32. And so I was just so frustrated. But I love crocheting, and so I just kept trying and kept trying, and I wasn't really enjoying crochet anymore because I was working so hard. Like, I was working overtime and triple time just to do what I used to do, 32 stitches and be done. And so anyway, I just felt like I was having to work so hard at it. And your hobby shouldn't be so hard that you don't enjoy it, right? So anyway, to my surprise, I did not expect this at all because I didn't think this through. When I was making Felix with this tube style yarn, because that's what's in the Woobles kit, is yarn it's like a tube, almost like a t-shirt yarn, but it's a tube. It's not twisted fibers. So as I was making that, I was like, I'm only having to do one stitch and I get my stitch done. I'm only having to do it one time and it's coming out correctly because this yarn can't split. It's a tube. It doesn't split. So I was not expecting that at all. That was just a total fluke thing that I had no idea about this yarn. Because really, I don't know that I had used a tube style yarn before. Maybe, I'm thinking I did on a blanket I made for my baby great niece one time. But I can't remember what that yarn was. It was a polyester type yarn. I believe it might have been a tube, but that was many years ago, and I haven't seen that yarn in a long, long time. But it was a yarn that I did get from Michael's many years ago. Well, Hazel's 4, so it was at least 4 years ago. So anyway, so I kind of fell in love with this yarn on accident. I didn't mean to, okay? And so in doing this little wooble, it was so fun to make. It really was. Now, I already knew how to crochet, so I didn't need the step-by-step videos to learn stitches and all that kind of stuff that they do include in those kits. It's like having a tutor there with you. I didn't need all that. I just went straight to the written pattern and used it. So I was just, wanting to do a little review of what's included in this. Is it worth the price and all that? It ended up being more than worth the price for me because of the yarn. Not because I was learning to crochet, not because of the videos, not because of the written pattern, which their patterns are written very well and simple and very easy to learn. It ended up being a blessing to me because of the yarn, honestly. So we went for my doctor's appointment, and I rewarded myself to a trip to Joann's after my appointment and picked up some of the Easy Peasy yarn. I think these were 25% off that day that we were in there, and Big Daddy was like, get some. If you like that yarn, it's easy for you to just get some. And so I got several skeins of different colors. I can't remember what all colors I got. I did a Joann yarn tube haul maybe about 2 weeks ago, and I did show these yarns on there, the ones that I got. So I was very happy and very pleased with that yarn. Well, then I saw Michael's came out with this yarn, and it's a tube style yarn. These run $6.99. These, I don't remember exactly what they are at Joann's, but they're a little bit more, maybe $9.99. And then they had them 25% off that day I was there. And these they're $6.99, and I got them online for 30% off. And I just ordered a few of the colors. I didn't even order enough to get free shipping because I was low on spending money. My blowing money. And so, but I wanted to try this yarn and be able to compare it. And plus they had a few colors that is not available in the Easy Peasy yarn. So anyway, this is Cuddle Craft Tube Yarn. And so I started this project. This part here is Easy Peasy in the white. And then I changed to the blue in the Cuddle Craft. It works up exactly the same. Exactly the same. There's no questioning about it. Very comparable. I'd say they're the same. They're the same yarn. So let's read a little bit about this. This is 109 yards. And this one is 164 yards. I'm going to look at that with my magnifying glass right here real quick just to make sure. Yes, 164 yards. So price-wise, this still turns out to be a good deal. If this is $6.99, and I think this might be like $9.99, and you get 109 yards versus 164 yards. Yeah, I mean, it's still a good deal, too. If you look at it comparing the prices, you know. But $6.99 for a skein of yarn, I'd rather, you know, get some kind of discount on it and get it on sale and not pay $6.99. I mean, $9.99. And even for the $6.99, hey, yeah, give me that 30% off coupon. This is a 4-weight yarn, and this one is a 4-weight also. So they're both 4 weights. And this one, it recommends a 5mm hook. And by the way, that is what I'm using because of my hands and my hook and just everything going on. I'm working with a 5mm. I previously could use a 4mm hook, but at times, but not all the time. I like to use the 5 because that's what works for me. But you can use a 4 with this, definitely. Matter of fact, in the Wooble kits, they do give you a 4mm hook to use with this yarn. This one, let me see what it suggests. It suggests a 4.5mm hook. Well, I'm not there. I'm not using a 4.5. I'm using a 5. I don't know if a half makes that big a difference or what. But this yarn is very nice. Very nice. I mean, it's soft. I don't know. They feel the same. I might want to say this one is a tiny bit softer. But they really feel the same. Okay? They really do. And I'll show you what colors I did get in this. This one is Blueberry Blitz. And the only blue that they've had in this that I have saw, not counting kits, because you do get specialty colors in different kits. But the one I saw in the store that I could purchase was actually like this turquoise looking one. Sorry, I knocked something down over here and had to pick it up. This turquoise color. And so there was not a color of this in the store to purchase. I'm sure Woobles has this color in some of their kits. But I wasn't, you know, buying up all the kits. So that was nice to get the Blueberry Blitz. And then I also got this yellow. And let's see if we can figure out what it's called. It is called Daffodil Delight. Daffodil Delight. And here is the yellow that you can buy at Joann's. So it's a much brighter, and this is a much paler yarn. The yellow happens to be my favorite yarn. So of course I was going to get the yellow. And then whenever it looked, I mean, I didn't know for sure because I'm looking online. And you know, pictures online, you can't really trust the way your screen is good. Your computer screen or phone screen is going to portray that color. Because, you know, sometimes blue looks purple and, you know, different colors look different. So I did order this one because it was a lighter yellow and I just thought it was a very beautiful shade of yellow. Now I don't have a color to compare all of these, but this purpley color, I knew it was a different shade. It is called Raspberry Ripple. And this is the difference between the Raspberry Ripple and the purple from Woobles. And then I got this green. Do I have a green? I don't have a green. What? No green? Let me see if there's a green over here beside me. that I might could grab and not pull the whole world down over here. I have yarn and projects stacked up over here because I've been having so much fun playing with all this yarn. I can't stop. Like, I'm addicted to having fun, okay? I don't have anything made currently right here with the green from the Woobles or the Amazon one. But this one is called Jungle Jewel. And I could tell it was a little bit different shade of green, so I went ahead and got it. And then the last one I got from Micheal's is Tangerine Tango. And you can see that's quite different. It's a lighter. This looks more like a creamsicle. And that's more of a true big bright orange. So I wanted this creamsicle color orange. And I thought, you know, I could make critters with these. Use extra that I have for accents on different critters and different parts and stuff that might need a new color. But I'm very pleased with that. Cuddle craft tube yarn. My only thing I don't like about it is that my Micheal's doesn't carry it in the store. Sometimes you just want to go in and grab a certain color of a certain yarn, and you might not need, you know, a whole bunch of different yarns. And so you have to, and if they don't carry it, then you have to go online to buy it. And at Micheal's, you do have to buy $49 worth to get free shipping. And I did not get free shipping, but to get the free shipping, it was more than I needed to spend at the moment. So I had to, and I had a credit. I had some kind of credit thing. So anyway, I ended up getting it for $13. That's not how much it cost, but that's how much I ended up having to pay after my discounts, you know, the coupon and the credit that I had available there. And so I ended up only having to pay $13, and that was right up my alley. But they did have more colors that I didn't get that I would like to get in the future. I would probably even like more of these same shades of colors. I can't remember exactly how many different shades they have. Maybe 10, 12, 13. Somewhere up in that. It's not a huge palette. But this doesn't come in a huge palette. I think there's 15 different shades of colors for this one. I'm pretty sure there's 15 of this one. I don't know how much of different shades there is of this, but anyway, so talking about all this tube yarn, I'm going to put these back to the side where I can crochet and chat a little bit at the same time. What was I fixing to say? Oh, I'm using that one. Talking about the tube yarn. Okay, so of course I'm not going to make a big huge blanket project or some big huge project with this because this yarn is a little more, you know, it's not $3 for the whole skein of yarn that you can make lots and lots of stuff out of, or bigger projects. So I'm just making a little small Wooble style projects, and I'm enjoying that. It's giving me back my love of crochet, just using the tube style yarn, whether it be the Easy Peasy yarn by Woobles or the Loops and Thread Cuddle Craft tube yarn, or even the little Amazon one. But on the Amazon one, I will give you this caution. Let me find one. Let me find something over here. Sometimes you will get that yarn from Amazon, and it's going to be small size tube yarn that's very comparable to this. And I didn't see any indication on the website that tells if it's going to be nice yarn exactly like this or if it's going to be a thick rope. Hold on one second. I have the rope down here somewhere. I'm digging. I'm digging over here for it. Okay, I found it. Hold on. Okay, y'all all don't have to jump off. Just because one jumps don't mean you have to jump too. Oh, all the yarn wants to jump. This one. This one was ordered off of Amazon, the same as this, except this yarn is like crocheting with a rope. It is so much thicker than this one, or this one. And it came with a label just like this. And I don't know if there's a way to tell. I haven't seen that there's a way to tell if it's going to be the normal tube yarn that I've been working with or if it's going to be a rope. So I ended up making Jojo the bunny with white that I ordered off of Amazon, and it ended up being a rope. So she is much bigger than some of these others. And just to show you, like you can visibly tell this one is just bigger. It's a rope. And so it is kind of a little struggle crocheting with it at times. I have to let my hands rest a lot more with this one, but I can do it. I'm not saying I can't. I can do it. But I'm just telling you that that's a caution. When you order that on Amazon, you don't know if it's going to be the rope or if it's going to be the smaller one. And I will say this also, the smaller one from Amazon will make a whole amigurumi and have some left over. This rope one runs out about 3/4 finished. This rope one will run out and you have to go to another skein of it to be able to finish up your project. So that was a little bit, you know, when I got these, I was like, oh, so each one will make a whole project. And then this one, it's like, oh, you have to use 2 to be able to finish that project. So anyway, I just thought I would throw that in there since I was kind of comparing the yarns. Okay. Since I was comparing them. But anyway, I give the Cuddle Craft yarn a thumbs up because it works for me. And like I said, I'm not fixing to try to do a great big huge project with it. I'm just doing some small little amigurumis. I'm getting my love for crochet back. It is not splitting on me. And that's making it more enjoyable. And it's been so long. I've been struggling with my crocheting for so long. I'm just enjoying being able to crochet something and actually finish it and feel like I was productive, feel like you know, I made something and I finished it. Yay. And it's because of this yarn and the small projects. Okay, now everybody doesn't need tube yarn to do that. But I would say if you have some vision issues, you might be pleasantly surprised. And if you have some tension issues, as I had going on, because I had to figure out a new way after I lost this finger a little while back. I had to, and I've had to do this each time I've lost a finger, but I had to figure out a new way to hold my yarn, a new way to hold my project, and a new way to crochet. And so it's been a challenge each time I've lost a finger. And now at this point, my tension is nowhere near it used to be. I used to be a very tight crocheter, and I was trying to teach myself to be a loose crocheter, and now I'm a loosey-goosey crocheter, okay? So, yeah. So that is the way my project is turning out, and Doug the Pug has been up here cheering on, wanting it to be another dog of some type, and I have to keep these two, I have to keep Doug the Pug and Kiki separated, or they start fighting and knocking each other down, so I have to put somebody in between them to keep them from fighting. But he is hoping that it is a dog of some sort, and so I'm trying to make him happy because he hasn't been happy. Alright guys, I wanted to come on and give you a little, talk about this yarn in case you've seen it and was wondering about it, or if you've, just to tell you that this yarn is available out there at that price. Most of the time on the Micheal's, I don't know why I just pulled out all that yarn. I have one more row of the blue and I'll be changing colors. Most of the, what was I saying? Most of the time, Micheal's is going to have either 25 or 30% off yarn when you order it online. And so that can be affordable, ordering it online like that, if you're using it for small little projects or whatever, Okay, so I am using the Woobles book right now and making some projects. Some of them I'm just kind of making up myself. A couple of them were kits. That was a kit, and this one was a kit. And I do have this kit here that I got for Valentine's Day. That was my kit. And I have another kit that Big Daddy bought me in Micheal's. And I'll just go ahead and show it. I don't think I've shown a sneak peek of it, but this is it. Ah! It's Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty, okay? I do. But I didn't know who these were in association with Hello Kitty, and I've been schooled on that, so I do know that those are little fairy-like twins that live in the clouds and grant wishes. Whatever. It's just amigurumi, okay? Just don't put too much thought into it. Anyway, so I will be doing my Hello Kitty Wooble at some point. He did buy me this when we were in the store. I have opened it and did a sneak peek because I couldn't stand it. And it has a customized crochet hook in there that's really cute. Even though I'm not doing a review, this video is not supposed to be a review of those kits, but I'll just show you. You do get some of the kits that are collabs with different companies. You do get a little a customized crochet hook. And so that's cute. And then in Felix one, I got just this blue, but it's a very nice looking crochet hook. I haven't crocheted with it, so I don't know anything about this. But it looks like a nice sturdy, and it's a 4mm, and it's got Woobles on it right there. I don't know if they all do or not. I think I've read that some might not say Woobles on it. But you get a crochet hook in every kit, whether it's this one, a different color, or a customized one. Sorry. And I don't know what these are like crocheting with. I have no idea. So, there. There we go. But I will say that I will be getting some more of this yarn to do these little crochet books. Oh, what I was gonna say. See, I lose my train of thought, okay? So I have been I'm just knocking stuff over left and right, okay? I have been using this Crochet Woobles Amigurumi book. It's 21 projects in here. This came from Amazon. It was gifted to me. Thank you very much. I think you have seen that I'm using the book that you gave me. So anyway, I have been using that. When I get tired of making these animals, right now I'm just making animals. I'm not making different things. I'm just making animals. I have some different food style crochet books of little simple, I'm trying to find one right now. This might be one. I'm just looking up on my shelf and I can't really read the spines. And I can't get my fingers to grasp the book to pull it down, so that's a letdown. I have some books with like just some small, simple crochet patterns for little amigurumis like this. I have, you know, some of the books like that. So I do plan on using this yarn and doing some of those. So I'm going to work in this book a little bit more. And then I'm going to be doing some donuts and cupcakes and just little food items and different little, you know, things that are cute and be all cutesy with it. So, yeah, I'm just enjoying crocheting, you know, and I'm just sharing my experience with my crochet, my yarn, and my book, and just, you know, living it up. And so I talk while I crochet. I do crocheting chats because I just talk about my life and what's going on with chronic illnesses and things like that. I don't have a very exciting life, to be honest. I'm at home most of the time because I can't go and do like I used to. Be able to get out and do things, but when I do get out, I usually take you guys along with a shop with me because I know some of my subscribers don't get out and get around the stores too, but they might want to see what's in stores. So I do that. If we go on a field trip, I'll record some of that just to share with the subscribers who can't get out and about. It's my way of taking them out. But, yeah, I'm just enjoying crocheting and just enjoying getting that joy of crochet back in my heart. I love crocheting, but sometimes it was very frustrating and I was having a hard time finding a way to be able to crochet and not be so frustrated and throwing it across the room or something. But anyway, so this yarn, surprisingly, from buying that kit, I discovered this yarn and was able to make all of these woobles and have that love of crochet back in my heart again. So I am thankful for the tube yarn. Some people may not like that tube yarn, and if you don't need that tube yarn, then you wouldn't probably like it. I don't know. But for me, it's been a blessing. So that's my review of Cuddle Craft Tube, and to compare it with the Woobles yarn. I thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you all being here so much. Your love and support means so much to me. It really does. You're the reason I get out of bed every day, okay? I could just lay in the bed and not. With all my chronic illnesses, I could just potty and get back in the bed because I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like doing a whole lot of anything. But you help me get out of the bed every day. Just knowing that if I make a video, you'll watch it gets me out of the bed. So you don't know what a blessing you are to me and to my health. And so I'm trying to push myself. Like I said, I hadn't been able to get out and go and do stuff. since about Thanksgiving, I've been really slowed down. I've forced myself one day to get out and go to Michael's and Walmart, and that was my day out. I forced myself to do that because I feel like if I don't do it, I'm just going to get weaker and weaker and more accustomed to just sitting here and not doing things. And I don't want my muscles to just get that bad off. I do have super low potassium, and that is making my muscles, very weak and all that. And I'm doing exercises. I did some physical therapy, and I'm continuing. That's canceled out. I mean, insurance did cover what they was going to cover. So I'm no longer getting physical therapy, but I'm still doing the exercises at home myself to, try to strengthen my legs, because I don't want to be so weak and everything. And then, hold on a second. Let me get my train of thought there. And then I did go out here, last Friday, actually. I forced myself every day that week. I was like, I need to go to Michael's and walk around. I just need to get out of the house. And every day I would say that, okay, today I'm going to try to go to Michael's. Well, after my morning nurse lady would leave, she leaves at 12. I was just so wore out. I would just go get in the bed and take a nap. And so I kept doing that every day, even though I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to go to Michael's today. And then I wouldn't do it. And then finally I was like, okay, was it last Friday? I think it was. It was a week ago today. That's the last time. I was like, okay, I'm going to Michael's. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. If I don't do it, I'm gonna lose it. And so I did. And then on Saturday, I just rode with Big Daddy up to Walmart to pick up a curbside order from Walmart. I had already got groceries delivered, but I had forgot just a couple of items: laundry detergent and dishwasher tabs. I don't know why, I just forgot those. And so we just ordered them to run pick them up. And so that was the last day I've left the house. So I need to get myself out of the house soon and get somewhere and kind of walk around. Even if I don't have shopping money, I need to just go window shop just to get out of the house. And I've got to get myself in the position for that. Anyway, I'm just explaining a little bit about my life for people who may not know. I know everybody, is not able to watch every video. That's to be just ridiculous. But I appreciate it when you do get a chance to watch my videos. Bye, friends. I love you all. Take care. See you on the other side. Friends, thank you for clicking on my video. I realize there's so many YouTube videos out there you could have clicked on. I'm honored that you chose to click on my video and spend some of your precious time with me. That means the world to me. You just have no idea. I appreciate your love and support. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet, friends.